Let me start the course and let me share my screen to you all. I think you have seen this screen. Hello, all of you have seen this screen. I think we have finished up to the uh, serial number 3. Altogether, there are 9 rate of analysis in the same heading of subgrade, ordinary soil, subgrade in mixed soil, and the spreading approved size gravel in subgrade. Now, let me start the fifth one because the fourth one is not so important. It is only for the compaction of subbase and the base course. Uh, Subbase and the base course may be provided with the gravel with 10 centimeter thick, 15 centimeter thick, and 25 centimeter thick in this way. And if you are provided that, the roller can be used to use for the compaction purpose. So, for the compaction of 100 cubic meter of the material that is laid over the base course or sub base course can be compacted by the roller, as are the requirement of roller will be 3 hours for the base sub base course, and for the base course it is of 4 hours. This is only the compaction. So the item number 4 is not necessary. Now for the item number 5, providing and laying clay bound macadam. This is the one type of the surface course in which the coarse aggregate is spread over the surface, and the screening material as the sand is used, and the water is applied. Red clay is laid after, and the water is applied. So the portion of the voids present in the gravel is filled up by the some screening material sand, and the remaining small portion of these sands are again filled up by the red clay, and compaction is done. The red clay also helps to interlock the coarse aggregate with each other, so it acts as the binding of the aggregates that is being compacted. Now, so this is called the clay bound macadam because binding material is used as clay, red clay is used here. Sometimes the water is also used here. Water is used and the compaction is carried out. So that with the application of water and the red clay, the clay will flow into the voids of the voids of in between the gravel or the sand particles, so that compaction can be done easily. This is also called water bound macadam. This is also called water bound macadam. Such type of road can be done for the compaction compacted thickness of the 6 centimeter, 7.5 centimeter, and the 10 centimeter. The heading is same, but the compacted thickness may be 6 centimeter or 7.5 centimeter or 10 centimeter. Three rate analysis for the separated centimeters of the compacted thickness. Okay. Now for the 6 centimeter compacted thickness, we need the material. We need the material as coarse aggregate. We need the material of the screening at the sand, and we need the binding material as the red clay. For 1 meter square area and the 6 centimeter compacted thickness, which gives the value of 1 into 0.06, which gives the 0.06 cubic meter. You may be asked in terms of the cubic meter in the question. So I have provided the area and the thickness. After multiplying the area and the thickness, you will get the cubic content of the water bound macadam. Now, red clay or a binder, this is called a binding material, so it is also called binder. That can be taken as 0.007 cubic meter for 1 square meter area of 6 centimeter compacted thickness. Now the screening material can be used as sand, coarse sand, and that may be taken as 0.0016 cubic meter. And the coarse aggregate, that is the gravel, that is used for providing the strength of the road, which takes the load of the vehicle. that is the strength providing material as the coarse aggregate. So this is coarse aggregate or gravel can be used, which may be taken as 0.0794 cubic meter. Now, after knowing all these materials, the rate of the red clay is can be taken as 300 per cubic meter. Rate of sand is 3000 per cubic meter, and the rate of coarse aggregate or gravel may be taken as 3400, 3500 per cubic meter. Okay, you can use that. And the number of manpower required for the laying of such materials per meter square of the area of completed thickness 6 centimeter, the number of unskilled manpower is 0.10. And for the compaction of the layers, the roller is used. The roller takes the time of 0.0024 hour for compaction of 1 meter square area of 6 centimeter compacted thickness, and the rate of the roller is 1200 per hour, and the rate of the unskilled manpower is 900 per hour. After knowing the material cost, labor cost, and the equipment cost, add all the three total amount, you will get the subtotal. Provide 15% contractor profit and overhead. Again, add and provide 13% contractor tax or VAT, and you will get the green total. I have provided only the data. The rate analysis chart must be done by yourself. Okay, I have not done the rate analysis here. I provide you only the data of the material, labors, and the equipment only. Do by yourself for the 6 centimeter compacted thickness. If in the examination if the compacted thickness is not mentioned, then you may you can take either 6 centimeter, 7.5 centimeter, or 10 centimeter by yourself, and the heading must be written in the form of analysis of rate for providing and laying clay bound macadam per meter square of compacted thickness 6 centimeter. Okay, providing and laying water bound macadam per meter square compacted thickness of 7.5 centimeter, or providing and laying water bound macadam using red clay, sand, and coarse aggregate per meter square compacted thickness of 7.5 centimeter. In this way, you can write the heading of the water bound macadam, okay, by yourself, and do for 6 centimeter separately, do for 75 centimeter separately, and do for 10 centimeter separately in this way. Okay. Now, this is important. Waterbound macadam is very important. It can be asked in the question, in the exam question. Okay. From waterbound macadam, this item serial number 5 is very important. You can, if the thickness is not specified, then you can take any thickness, and you have to mention the thickness by yourself as your wish. Okay. Now for 6 number heading, providing and laying crushed stone and stone dust makes stone bound macadam. This is similar to the water bound macadam. In case of the screening and the red clay, in case of the screening, that is coarse sand, and the binding material red clay, we use the stone dust. The stone dust contains the powder dust of the stone, as well as the small particles of the stones that is from the crusher plant. That is from the crusher plant. We can find get the stone dust available from the crusher plant. So the red clay and the screening is not used here. We use the stone dust. The stone dust contains the powder as well as the small coarser particles of the stone that can be and that may be the waste material during the crushing of the stone into the crushed gravels. That material can be used for as the for the stone bound macadam. We need the coarse aggregate and the stone dust. The water is also used here, but this is called stone bound mechanism. This thickness may be 6 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and the 15 centimeter. Then the least stone bound mechanism is provided for the base course or sub base course of the pitch road surface. That's why this may be 6 centimeter, 10 centimeter, or 15 centimeter thickness is provided for stone bound mechanism. Now, for 6 centimeter compacted thickness, the coarse aggregate is 0.0794 and the stone dust is 0.016 cubic meter, and stone dust is 0.016 cubic meter. For the 10 centimeter compacted thickness, the coarse aggregate will be 0.1087 and the stone dust has 0.213 meter cube. 0.213 meter cube. For the 15 centimeter, 0.013 meter cube, and for the 15 centimeter compacted thickness, coarse aggregate of 0.20 meter cube and the stone dust of 0.04 meter cube. Okay, and these materials are used for separately for the respected thickness. And the labor unskilled manpower is for the 6 centimeter thickness 0.10, for 10 centimeter thickness 0.15, and for 15 centimeter thickness 0.23 number is used. The roller used for the compaction of 6 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and 15 centimeters are 0.024, 0.032, and 0.006 hours respectively. The coarse aggregate can be taken as 34 rupees per cubic meter, and the stone dust can be taken as 1500 rupees per cubic meter. If you know the cost of material, cost of labors, and the cost of hard charge of equipment, you can make the rate analysis by yourself in the similar manner as item number 5 and 3, 4, 2, etc. Now, for the item number 7, providing and laying base course of cross stone for meter cube 10 meter lead. This is the base course which is provided by using the gravel, cross stone gravel that is available from the crossing plant. Gravel may be available from the river bed also, and that gravel is not the crushed gravel. The crushed gravel is available from the crossing plant after breaking down the huge stones into the required size of the crushed aggregate or gravel, and that is available from the crusher plant. Now, for the providing base course of 7.5 centimeter compacted thickness and the 10 centimeter compacted thickness, you can provide it as base course as 7.5 centimeter compacted thickness and the 10 centimeter compacted thickness here. For 7.5 centimeter compacted thickness, the gravel size must be below the 50 mm aggregate. The size must be below that 50 mm size must be may be used for the 7.5 centimeter compacted thickness as 0.10 meter cube. And for providing 10 centimeter depth of the base course with the cross section aggregate, then 75 mm size aggregate is used, whose volume is 0.148 meter cube. And the labor required for 7.5 centimeter will be 0.12 number on skin, and for 10 centimeter and 0.15 number is used here for 10 centimeter. Now, equipment as the compaction is done with the help of the roller. The roller may be taken as 0.004 hours for 10 centimeter, and whereas 0.003 hours for the 7.5 centimeter thickness respectively. And you can do, you know the material, you know the labor, you know the equipment, and then you can do the rate analysis by yourself. On this heading, two rate analysis can be formed. Now, for item number 8, now mention here that item number 5 is very important. Serial number 5 is very important, this heading, and sometimes serial number 5 and 6, they both of them are similar in nature. And the serial number 7, serial number 8, up to this, all the items are very important in terms of the examination. Now, from 5 to others headings up to 17, 5 to 17, it is very, very important for the road analysis. Road analysis from 5 to 17. You must be very careful about this. Now, for the item number 8, now providing and laying tag code for 10 meters square. This is the code. Tag code is the providing of the splitting of the binding material at the bitumen over the base course is the tag code. Tag code is the bituminous painting. That is, the liquid bitumen is spread over the surface of the base course. After laying this tag coat, only the surface course is provided over the base course. It is the interlocking membrane which helps to interlock the base course and the surface course. So it is the tag coat. The tag coat is provided with the bitumen. For bitumen, the bitumen is available in the form of the solid, and that is boiled and melted to the liquid, and that liquid is spread over the base course. So providing and laying tag coat means for this we need the bitumen, we need the kerosene for boiling purpose, for burning woods we need the kerosene, and the wood is required for the boiler, open mass, and the gas work. Wood is required for the heating of the boiler, the boiling of the bitumen at the mass work, and the boiling of bitumen at the gas work. So the wood is required for the three purpose. That is the for heating the boiler, for open mass, and for gas work. This is given, and generally the ratio of these woods are generally 1:4:6. 1:4:6. If you know the amount of the boiler, then you can find the amount required for the open mass and the gas work. OM means open mass, P means PW means gas work. I will take this B stands for boiler, and OM stands for open mass. And the PW means patchwork. PW means okay. And this is B the boiler. हेलो बोइलर भनेको बिटुमिन तताउने भाँडोलाई तताउनलाई चाहियो बोइलर है
त्यो यलेस भनेको के हो सर
हेलो के भनेको
यलेस के सर यलेस केरोसिनमा यलेस लेख्नु हो नि
लमसम अचुवामा भनेको त्यसको क्वान्टिटी हुँदैन अचुवामा यति रुपैयाँको मटेरियल भए पुग्छ भन्ने कुरा बुझ्यौ जनरली अब तिमीले 5% अफ द बिटुमिन कस्ट अथवा 10% अफ द बिटुमिन कस्ट राख्दै हुन्छ कि कुरा बुझ्यौ है बिटुमिनको चाहिँ नि 5% अथवा 10% मूल्यलाई चाहिँ केरोसिनमा लगेर राख्दै हुन्छ अचुवामा एलएस भनेको लमसम हो है एलयुएमपी एसयुएम लमसम हो लमसम भन्छ त्यसलाई अचुवाको भरमा चाहिँ नि त्यसको रेट हुँदैन त्यसको क्वान्टिटी हुँदैन एकैचोटि एमाउन्ट हुन्छ के कुरा बुझ्यो है त्यसलाई हामी लमसम भन्छ पहिला पनि गरेको छ त लमसम लेखेको हैन न अब यसको चाहिँ प्रोभाइडिङ ओभर द होल पिच सर्फेस एन्ड द प्रोभाइडिङ ओभर द बेस कोर्स दैट इज द न्यू बेस कोर्स सर्फेस न्यू रोड फर द न्यू रोड द bitumen is used. If the old road structure surface course is scratched out, scratched away or damaged at that time, we provide the tag coat, and over the tag coat new surface can be laid for the old pitch surface. At that time the bitumen required for the old pitch surface is at the slow rate then compared to the new road surface. So the bitumen required for the old pitch surface for the tack coat is 7.3 kg, whereas the bitumen required for the new base course is 12.2 kg. If you are not asked, asked in the question whether the tack coat is provided for the old piece surface or the new base course, then do for the new base course. Okay, over the base course only. This is the new surface. You have to do over the base course only. Providing and laying tack coat for 10 meter square. Analysis of rates for providing and laying tack coat over old piece surface for 10 meter square. This is the heading for the A, and the material as bitumen 7.3 kg, kerosene lump sum, wood for boiler 3 kg, for open mass 12 kg, and for patchwork 18 kg. Generally the wood is considered as a boiler and open mass. Boiler and open mass, or boiler or patchwork. This may be used here. And 3 woods are not used at a time. Either a boiler or open mass, either boiler or patchwork can be used. So if you for the mass work of the bitumen, you need the 12 kg. If you have to do for the patchwork, means the work is not continuously gone for the tack coat of the road, or it may be provided for the only damaged surface of the damaged patches. At that time the patchwork is considered. So the wood required for the patchwork will be 18 kg. Now these are the materials, and the unskilled labor as 0.20 number. And for this we need the boiler and the sprayer. Boiler is used for heating the bitumen, and the sprayer is used to spray the liquid bitumen over the old pitch surface or the old new base course surface. And this is the boiler and sprayer is used. Boiler and sprayer, or boiler or mixture, can be provided at the single heading. So boiler and sprayer is provided at the single heading, which is of 0.04 hour. The rate of the boiler and sprayer can be taken as 350 per hour for the boiler and sprayer. Okay, you can take the rate of boiler and sprayer the 350 per hour. You don't need the roller for the spraying of the bitumen over the old surface or base course. You don't need compaction of the bitumen. This is the application of the liquid bitumen over the surface only. So after knowing this, you can provide the rate of the bitumen can be taken as 75 to 80 per kg. Rate of bitumen can be taken as 75 to 80 rupees per kg. The rate of wood can be taken as 10 to 12 rupees per kg. Rate of wood can be taken as 10 to 12 rupees per kg. And the others that are kerosene can be taken as 5 to 10% of the total cost of the bitumen. Okay, 5 to 10% of the total cost of the bitumen or the kerosene. Now, do for B in the similar way. If you are not asked where to having the tack coat over the old piece surface or over the base course, then do for the B only over the base course. Okay, over the old piece surface is not so much important than over the base course. If you are not provided to make the analysis of rates for tack coat over the old piece surface, then only always do for the B over the base course, that is the new surface. Now this 8 number B is very important. You do for B. Okay. Now for 9, providing and laying prime coat. This is also the coat. This is also the application of the bitumen over the base course and over the old pitch surface. Before laying the tack coat, prime coat is applied. Before laying the tack coat, prime coat is applied. Generally, prime coat is applied on the previous day. prime coat is applied on the previous day over the wall piece surface or over the base course, which is ready for providing the surface at course over it. And on the previous day, the prime coat is provided, and after one day, then only tack coat is provided over that prime coat, and the laying of the surface material is carried out. यो भने के त भन्दाखेरि हामीले रोडको चाहिँ अब पिच सर्फेस बनाउनु छ, माथिल्लो सर्फेस बनाउनु छ भने पहिला हाम्रो बेस कोर्समा तयार गरिन्छ र बेस कोर्सको चाहिँ माथिल्लोपट्टि के गरिन्छ त भन्दाखेरि बिटुमिनको घोला चाहिँ लगाउने काम गरिन्छ है, बिटुमिनलाई छर्कने काम गरिन्छ। त्यो बिटुमिन छर्केकोलाई हामी सुरुमा छर्केकोलाई प्राइम कोट भन्छौँ। त्यो सुरुमा छर्केको बिटुमिनलाई एक रात चाहिँ के गरिन्छ त भन्दाखेरि त्यो छर्किन्छ र त्यसलाई त्यतिकै छोडिन्छ है। अनि भोलिपल्ट फेरि त्यही पहिला छर्केको बिटुमिनको सर्फेसमाथि फेरि के गरिन्छ त भन्दाखेरि ट्याग कोट छर्किन्छ, फेरि बिटुमिनको घोलाको ट्याग कोट छर्किन्छ। ट्याग कोट छर्केपछि त्यसको माथि बल्ल सर्फेस कोर्स हामी प्रोभाइड गर्छौँ। सर्फेस कोर्स भनेको सर्फेस ड्रेसिङ हुन पनि सक्छ, पेन्ट्रेटेड म्याकाडम हुन पनि सक्छ, पेन्ट्रेसन म्याकाडम हुन पनि सक्छ, अथवा बिटुमिनस कार्पेट अथवा बिटुमिनस कङ्क्रिट अथवा एस्फाल्ट कङ्क्रिट हुन पनि सक्छ। त्यो सर्फेस बल्ल त्यसको माथि ले गरिन्छ र कम्प्याक्सन गरिन्छ। भनेपछि अहिले हामीले चाहिँ के हो त बिटुमिनको घोला छर्किने काम हो। जस्तो ट्याग कोट हो त्यस्तै प्राइम कोट पनि हो। प्राइम कोट पहिला छर्किन्छ, त्यसको माथि बल्ल के गरिन्छ ट्याग कोट भोलिपल्ट छर्किन्छ। त्यो हुनाले अब यो ओभर द होल पिच सर्फेसमा हुन पनि सक्छ, ओभर द बेस कोर्समा हुन पनि सक्छ। फर द प्राइम कोट the quantity of material required for the prime coat is less than that for the tack coat. That's why for the old piece surface, the bitumen required for the prime coat is 4.9 kg, and for the over base course for the new surface it is 9.75 kg. And the kerosene is for both of them, kerosene is taken as lump sum, and wood required for the prime coat over the wall piece surface as 2, 8 and 12 kg respectively for the boiler over mass and the patchwork. Similarly, over the base course new surface, and the wood required for boiler over mass and patchwork will be 4, 16 and 24 kg. The number of the levers required for both the cases are 0.20 number, unskilled number, and the quantity of the boiler and sphere for boiling and spraying the bituminous layer, bituminous coat over the wall piece surface or the base course, new course, and that may be 0.04 hour. And the per hour rate of the boiler and sprayer is 350 rupees per hour. This is provided on the single heading. Okay, boiler, don't provide boiler separately and sprayer separately. Provide boiler and sprayer with combined form. Now, after knowing these data, you can provide a rate analysis for prime coat by yourself. Okay. Now, providing and laying single coat surface dressing. This is the surface course. After laying the tack coat, the surface course is provided over the prepared base course. Prepared base course with the prime coat and the tack coat. You can only apply the surface dressing or penetration macadam or grouted macadam, or you may be bituminous carpet. Okay. For this, for providing single coat surface dressing, this surface dressing is done with the help of the bitumen and the stone aggregate. First of all, this may be done in two ways. For the you can mix the stone aggregate and the bitumen. Stone aggregate and bitumen, when the bitumen is heated and the stone aggregate is cool, you can at that time that is called the cold mix. You can provide the hot mix also. In one container you boil the bitumen, in another container you heat the stone aggregate. The heated stone aggregate and the boiled bitumen is mixed, and that is laid over the prepared tack coat surface over the base course, and the compaction is done. This is the this may be done in two ways, in the single layer or in double layer. The spreading of the material, that is the concrete, bituminous concrete, is after mixing the bitumen and the coarse aggregate, and that is laid over the surface. This may be this can be done in the single layer, or this can be done in the double layer. For the single coat surface dressing and the double coat surface dressing, which are provided for the double layer and the single layer. For the double coat surface dressing, the 12 mm aggregate is laid, and over there the 10 mm aggregate is laid, which is mixed up with the bitumen. For the double coat, for the single coat only the 12 mm aggregate is used. This is for the single coat surface dressing. The quantity of bitumen required for the both the single coat and the double coat will be the same, 34 kg. Now for the single coat surface dressing, the quantity of material is required as bitumen as 34 kg per 10 meter square. Look at the unit of the measurement here is per 10 meter square, not per 1 meter square. This is per 10 meter square. The 34 kg is used, and kerosene is taken as lump sum. Wood for boiler open mass and patchwork as 832 and 48 kg, and the material required at the surface dressing material at the 12 mm size aggregate as 0.15 meter cube. And this is the quantity of material. Number of labor required as unskilled labor as 0.80 number, and the roller for compaction is 0.04 hour, and the boiler and mixer for the mixing of the bitumen and the 12 mm aggregate is 0.04 hour. This is the rate of roller is 1200 per hour, and the rate of the boiler and mixer is 350 per hour. Okay. After knowing this, you can provide, you can make the rate analysis by yourself. Now, for double coat surface dressing, you can do in the similar way, but the quantity of wood required for the double coat surface dressing is 1352 and 78 kg for boiler open mass and the patchwork. And for the 12 mm aggregate as 0.18 meter cube, and the 10 mm aggregate as 0.10 meter cube. These are the two types of aggregate are laid over the tack coat after mixing with the bitumen. First 12 mm aggregate size concrete is laid, and over that 10 mm size is laid, and the compaction is carried out by using the roller. This is the double coat surface dressing. Data is provided here. You can do that analysis by yourself. Now, providing semi-grouting or grouted macadam, including compaction per 10 meter square. This is the another type of the surface course. Surface dressing is one type of the surface course, and the grouted macadam or penetration macadam is grouted macadam, also called the penetration macadam. And this is also the another type of the surface dressing. For the 5 centimeter and 10 centimeter depth, it can be done in 5 centimeter and 10 centimeter. The semi-grouting is it is called semi-grouting because the penetration of the bitumen inside the compacted layer of the aggregate, which does not penetrate the full depth of the thickness of the aggregate. At that time, we can say that it is the semi-grouting. If the thickness of the aggregate layer is completely penetrated by the bitumen, and then at that time it is called the full grouting. Generally, full grouting is done for the depth of 5 centimeter. Whereas the semi-grouting is done for the 5 centimeter depth and the 10 centimeter depth. You can provide with the if you are provided with the specific thickness of the depth, then do for that thickness. Otherwise, if you are provided only for providing semi-grouting or penetration macadam, including compaction for such meter cube or such square meter, then you can do by yourself. The square meter is given here, and the thickness is given here. So 10 into 5, you can get the 10 into 0.05. You can get the 0.5 cubic meter for the 5 centimeter compacted thickness volume. Now, for the 5 centimeter depth and 10 centimeter depth, I have provided in the same line. bitumen 35 kg for 5 centimeter depth and the bitumen 60 kg for the 10 centimeter depth. 10 centimeter depth, the dark color is provided. Bold color is bold sentence or bold letter is provided for the 10 centimeter depth, and the flint letter is provided for the 5 centimeter depth. Between 35 kg, which is flint, this is for 5 centimeter depth, and for 60 kg it is bold, it is for 10 centimeter depth. Okay, I have provided for in the same line for the 5 centimeter and 10 centimeter respectively. Now kerosene both of them is lump sum. Wood for boiler open mass and patchwork for the 5 centimeter depth has 12, 48 and 72 kg. For the wood for 10 centimeter depth they are 20, 80 and 108 kg. Now 12 mm aggregate for the 5 centimeter depth they are 0.15 cubic meter, and the for 10 centimeter depth they are 0.30 cubic meter. The manpower required for the unskilled manpower required for the 5 centimeter depth they have 1.20 number, and for the 10 centimeter depth they have 2.0 number. Roller for both the cases have the same value of 0.07 hours. Roller 0.07 hours, and roller and boiler and mixer 0.07 hours. Dark for 10 centimeter depth. I have provided in the remarks dark letter for 10 centimeter depth, and the faded one or the flint letter for the 5 centimeter depth. Okay, in this rate analysis, two types of thickness are considered for the semi grouting, 5 centimeter and the 12 centimeter depth. Now, for the providing full grouting or including compaction for 10 meter square, penetration macadam, grouted macadam, semi grouting, full grouting, I mean the same. If it is provided semi grouting, then you can do for 5 centimeter or 10 centimeter. If it is not specified with the depth of the thickness of the penetration, then you can do for anyone. If you are provided with the specific thickness, then do for that. Okay. Now for the full grouting, generally 5 centimeter depth is carried out. All full grouting 5 centimeter depth of penetration is done. So the material required for 5 centimeter for the full grouting will be, the bitumen will be 50 kg. Kerosene lump sum wood required is 20, 80 and 120 kg. 12 mm aggregate 0.15 meter cube and 38 mm aggregate 0.60 meter cube. For the semi grouting, the size of the aggregate is only 12 mm aggregate. For the full grouting, the size of the aggregate is 38 mm and the 12 mm size aggregate. Now, total quantities are these, and the unskilled manpower has 1.20 number, and the roller is 0.07 hour, boiler and mixer has 0.07 hour. You can take the rate of the bitumen as 75 to 80 kg, kerosene lump sum, roller as 1200 per hour, boiler and mixer as 350 per hour, 12 mm size aggregate 30 to 50 per cubic meter, 38 mm size aggregate 3500 per cubic meter. Because the aggregate size of 20 to 40 mm aggregate is more, the rate of the size of the aggregate, the rate of the aggregate depends upon the size of the aggregate. Generally, 20 to 40 mm size aggregate is generally used for the construction of the buildings. So the rate of the aggregate in between 20 to 40 mm will be expensive because it is widely used. So the 38 mm aggregate lies in between 20 to 40 mm. So the cost of aggregate is taken as 3500 per cubic meter. Whereas the small size aggregate up to BCM, having up to BCM 10 to 20 centimeter, 10 to 20 mm, 10 to 20 mm, the cost may be taken as 3250 rupees or 3300 rupees or 3200 rupees. You can, if the size of the aggregate are different in the material column, then you have to provide the different rate for that specific size. Okay. Now for providing and laying seal coat, this is the another type of the layer provided for the um, for the over the surface course. That is the after laying the grouted macadam, or after laying the surface dressing, or after laying the asphalt concrete or premix concrete, we have to provide the seal coat over there the surface course. That can be used by can be done by using the 6 mm stone chips or using the coarse sand. If you are not asked using the chips, stone chips, or using the coarse sand, you can do for anyone. But if you are provided with a specific material for providing the seal coat, then do for according to the specified material. Okay, for providing the seal coat, this is the seal coat which is provided after laying the surface course. The surface course is covered by the seal coat from the top. So for the seal coat of using 6 mm size stone chips, bitumen required is 15 kg. Kerosene can be taken as a lump sum, and where there is bitumen, you need the wood for heating the bitumen. For boiler, open mass and the patchwork as 6, 24 and 36 kg. The material required for the seal coat as 6 mm stone chips, we need the 6 mm stone chips as 0.12 meter cube. Now the rate of the stone chips can be taken as 3000 per cubic meter or 32,000 per cubic meter, and the boiler and mixture as 350 per hour, and roller as 1200 per hour. The rate of bitumen is 75 to 80 per kg. Okay, the rate of wood is 10 to 12 rupees per kg. You can provide the number of unskilled manpower is 0.45. The rate of unskilled manpower is 900 per number. Do for 6 mm size stone chip. This is also important. And providing a laying seal coat including compaction per 10 meter square using coarse sand. This is 6. You can use 6 mm stone chip, or you can use coarse sand for the sealing of the surface course of the road. Sealing layer. This is the top layer of the road surface. Now for the use of the coarse sand as the seal coat, you must have the bitumen as 9.6 kg, kerosene lump sum, wood 4, 16 and 24 respectively for boiler, open mass and the patchwork, coarse sand as 0.12 meter cube. This is the analysis material required, and the number of the manpower and the number of the equipment are same. Only the bitumen is more for the 6 mm stone chips than the coarse sand, because the bitumen is mixed up with the coarse sand. This coarse sand also fry, and the coarse sand is fried, and it is mixed with the hot bitumen, and the powder form of the that is the mix of the coarse sand and the bitumen will spread over the surface of the surface course, and the compaction is done to sealing the surface, for sealing the surface course. This is the type of the road surface, which is the topmost part of the road surface, and that is the seal coat. That may be used by using 6 mm stone chips or used by coarse sand. Now you can do rate analysis by yourself. I have provided only the material, labors and the equipment required for these items. Now for 16, providing and laying and compaction of 40 mm premix asphalt concrete carpet per 10 meter square. This is the modern type of the bituminous road surface, because this is also the surface course which is generally is used by using the asphalt concrete, or by using the bituminous concrete, by using the premix asphalt concrete, by using the bituminous asphalt concrete. All these things are same. This is the premix, means ready mix, which is a ready mix, and that is prepared, and that is laid over the base course, over the tack coat, and the compaction is done for providing the surface course. This is the another type of the surface course. This is the modern type of the road. For this type of road, the thickness may be available for 40 mm and the 20 mm thickness. 40 mm thickness is generally provided for the highways, where the vehicles are of heavy vehicles can be run over there. For the district road or for the municipal road, you can use the bituminous carpet as the 20 or asphalt concrete as the 20 thickness. For the 20 40 size, 40 thickness and the 10 meter square area, which gives the value of 0.4 cubic meter. This is the providing and laying and compaction of 50 40 premix asphalt concrete per 0.4 cubic meter, or you can use for 10 meter square because thickness is right there. So if you ask in terms of the cubic meter in the question, then make this item in terms of the cubic meter by multiplying square meter and the thickness. Okay. Now for this, the bitumen is of high quality bitumen is used. That is called the cutback bitumen or asphalt. High quality bitumen or asphalt is used for the asphalt concrete road or premix carpet or premix asphalt concrete. It can be asked in any form of. If you see the premix or asphalt or concrete, bituminous concrete, at that time this is the carpet macadam, or it may be asked at the carpet macadam also. So this is the important road surface, 40 for highway and 20 for the municipal roads, generally provided in the present context. Now, for the bitumen is not the ordinary bitumen. It is the standard bitumen, which is called the cutback bitumen, and or it may be used as asphalt as the binding material. Asphalt is also the bitumen that is taken from the lake. Bitumen that is taken from the lake ore is called asphalt, which is the high quality bitumen. This bitumen is used here for the asphalt concrete. Okay. Now bitumen or cutback bitumen or asphalt is used. Asphalt is also the cutback bitumen. Okay. This is the high quality bitumen. Now the quantity of bitumen required for the 40 thickness of the asphalt concrete road is for 10 meter square area. The quantity of asphalt or cutback bitumen is 46 kg. For each kg of the bitumen, rate is 105 rupees per kg. This is more expensive than the usual formal ordinary bitumen. So I have provided the rate of the asphalt as 105 rupees per kg. Now kerosene lump sum. Wood for the 40 thickness for 10 meter square is 1872 and 108 kg. 18 for boiler, 70 for open mass, and 108 for patchwork. Now the aggregate required for the making the concrete, asphalt concrete for the 40 size is 20 size aggregate and the 12 size aggregate is used. 20 size aggregate is 0.23 meter cube and 12 size aggregate is 0.15 meter cube, and the coarse sand is 0.19 meter cube. These are the quantity of material required for the 10 meter square area of 40 thickness as the premix asphalt concrete mix. And for this mix, the laying of the lever required for the 10 meter square area is 1 number, and the roller for compaction is 0.11 hour, and the boiler and mixer as a 0.11 hour. You can see here that roller, boiler and mixer has the same time duration. So it is, if you remember the quantity of roller in terms of the time, then boiler and mixer or boiler or sprayer would be the same. Now use the 20 size aggregate as 3500 per cubic meter, 12 aggregate as 3200 per cubic meter, and the coarse sand as 3000 per cubic meter is the rate. And for the roller 1200 per hour, boiler and sprayer 350 per hour. Okay, use this and you can make the rate analysis by yourself with these materials, labors, and the equipment. This is very important. 16 item also very important. Sometimes you may ask without providing the thickness of the premix concrete asphalt, or sometimes you may ask with the thickness of the premix asphalt concrete. So if you are provided with the thickness of 20 mm in the question and do for this, for the 20 mm size premise asphalt concrete, the bitumen cut back bitumen or asphalt has 15.40 kilometer, kerosene as a lump sum. The spelling of kerosene is mistake here. Kerosene as a lump sum, and the wood required for the boiler, open mass and patchwork as 624 and 36 kg respectively, and the aggregate required as the 12 mm size aggregate and 10 mm size aggregate for the 20 mm pre-mix asphalt concrete. We don't need the coarse sand for the 20 mm pre-mix asphalt concrete. We need only the 12 mm size aggregate and the 10 mm size aggregate, because the thickness is only 20 mm. Now 0.24 cubic meter as 12 mm size aggregate and 0.10 cubic meter as 10 mm size aggregate. The number of labor required are 0.90 number, and roller as 0.10 hour, and the boiler mixer as 0.10 hour for the 20 mm compaction. The rate may be taken as 12 mm aggregate 3200 per cubic meter and 10 mm also 3200 cubic meter, because 10 to 20 mm aggregate has the same rate, because according to the size 10 to 20 mm aggregate has the same rate. Okay, so I have provided 30 to 100 per cubic meter for the both of these sizes of the aggregate. Now after this we have completed the analysis of rates for the road work. Hello, hello,
हजुर सर,
यहाँसम्म बुझ्यौ?
हजुर ठिक छ सर।
यो आफैले राख्ने हो यी भ्यालुहरू है, यो सम्झिन पर्यो है। अब यो चाहिँ नि सम्झेर गर्नु पर्यो, घोकेरै जानुपर्छ। अब यो मैले के गर्न सक्दिनँ है, यो नर्म्सले दिएको कुराहरू हो। यो कसरी निकाल्यो के गर्यो भनेर हामीले हिसाब गर्न मिल्दैन, किनभने त्यो बिटुमिन कति चाहिँ केजी पर मिटर स्क्वायर दरले एप्लाई गर्ने भन्ने आउँछ क्या, त्यो स्पेसिफिकेसन हुन्छ, त्यसको आधारमा यो निकालेको होइन। अब पर चाहिँ 10 मिटर स्क्वायरको लागि चाहिँ 15.4 केजी चाहिँ चाहिन्छ भनेर त्यहाँ स्पेसिफिकेसन लेखेको होला, त्यसैको आधारमा यो आएकोहरूको यो डाटाहरू होइन। अब त्यसरी निकालेको त्यो हिसाब किताबमा यो घोक्नु पर्यो। र यो जुन चाहिँ पछाडिको जुन आइटम नम्बर 5 अथवा चाहिँ वाटर बाउन्ड मेकाडम भन्दा पछाडिको जुन आइटमहरू छन्, यिनलाई चाहिँ अलिकति विशेष रूपले तिमीले के गर्नुपर्छ त भन्दाखेरि विशेष रूपले पढ्नुपर्छ। रोडबाट सोध्न सक्ने आइटम भनेको यिनै हुन् है। ठ्याक्क पछाडिको चाहिँ नि 5 नम्बर चाहिँ सिरियल नम्बर आइटमदेखि यो 17 नम्बर आइटमसम्म चाहिँ तिम्रो मुखारै हुनुपर्छ। जहाँ जहाँ पनि हेर, धेरै वर्षको क्वेसनहरू हेर, त्यो क्वेसनहरूमा कस्ता कस्ता चाहिँ आइटमहरू, यसको चाहिँ रेट एनालाइसिसको रोडको चाहिँ रिपिटेड भएको छ, त्यसको आधारमा पनि यो इम्पोर्टेन्ट रहेछ भन्ने कुरा थाहा हुन्छ। जेनरली चाहिँ नि सिङ्गल कोट सर्फेस ड्रेसिङ, डबल कोट सर्फेस ड्रेसिङ होइन, त्यसपछि प्रिमिक्स एस्फाल्ट कङ्क्रिट, त्यसपछि सिल कोट अथवा ट्याग कोट अथवा प्राइम कोट अथवा चाहिँ नि वाटर बाउन्ड मेकाडम, यस्तो सोधिरहेको छ जेनरली है। त्यो हुनाले यी पछाडिका चाहिँ आइटमहरू के छन् त अलि बढी इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ। पेनिट्रेसन मेकाडम अथवा चाहिँ ग्राउटेड मेकाडम भनेको एउटै हो है। पेनिट्रेसन मेकाडमको पनि सोधेको छ, फुल ग्राउटिङ अथवा सेमी ग्राउटिङ जे पनि सोध्न सक्छ। सोधेन भने तिमीहरूले फुल ग्राउटिङ गरे पनि हुन्छ, सेमी ग्राउटिङ गरे पनि हुन्छ, तर स्पेसिफाई गर्नु पर्यो है। स्पेसिफाई गरेर ल्याइदिएपछि भइहाल्छ। यो चाहिँ रोड वर्कसम्म के अब लेट मी स्टार्ट फर द एनालाइसिस अफ रेट्स फर द पाइप एन्ड द सेवर लाइन्स. This is the analysis of rate for pipe and sewer line. Laying of the laying and joining of RCC pipe NP2 and P3 with 1:2 cement and mortar due to DC including lead of 100 meter per 10 meter. मैले 10 मिटर को चाहिँ नि चाहिँ पाइप जोड्दाखेरि कति खर्च लाग्छ है, त्यसको लागि पाइप सप्लाई गर्नु पर्यो हैन। त्यो पाइपलाई चाहिँ खाल्टो खनेको हुन्छ, त्यो खाल्टोमा लगेर चाहिँ के गर्नु पर्यो त भन्दाखेरि ले गरेर जोइन गर्ने काम गर्नु पर्यो। त्यो आरसीसी हिम पाइप हो। हिम पाइप भनेको कङ्क्रिट पाइप हो। त्यो कङ्क्रिट पाइप जेनरली सेनिटरी चाहिँ को रूपमा जेनरली युज हुन्छ। खानेपानी भन्दा पनि सेनिटरीको रूपमा चाहिँ जेनरली ढलहरूले बोकेर लानको लागि कङ्क्रिट पाइपहरू युज हुन्छ। कङ्क्रिट पाइपहरू जेनरली 15 सेन्टिमिटर डायामिटर भन्दा माथिको जेनरली कङ्क्रिट पाइपहरू पाइन्छ है। त्यो NP2 र NP3 भने दुई किसिमको चाहिँ यो क्वालिटीको चाहिँ नि पाइपहरू चाहिँ आरसीसी हिम पाइप पाइन्छ। NP2 चाहिँ अलि सस्तो हुन्छ, NP3 चाहिँ NP2 को तुलनामा चाहिँ डबलै महँगो हुन्छ है। NP3 चाहिँ NP2 को तुलनामा के हुन्छ डबल महँगो हुन्छ त्यो ख्याल गर जहाजमा NP2 NP3 हिम पाइप NP3 पाइप भन्ने सोध्देला अब के हो त्यो भने त्यसलाई केही पनि हैन त्यो जम्मै के हो त RCC कंक्रीट पाइप हो अथवा ह्युम पाइप हो कंक्रीट पाइपलाई हामी ह्युम पाइप पनि भन्छौं है जहाजमा प्रिपेयर एनालाइसिस अफ रेट्स फर RCC ह्युम पाइप अफ 30 सेन्टिमिटर डायमिटर भन्देला भन्यो भने त्यति भन्यो भने अब त्यो केले जोड्ने कसरी जोड्ने कति मिटर लामो जोड्ने भन्ने आफैले लेख्नु पर्छ है त्यसको लागि एनालाइसिस अफ रेट्स फर लेइङ एन्ड जोइनिङ अफ RCC ह्युम पाइप NP2 युज गर्ने भने NP2 NP3 युज गर्ने भने NP3 जहाजमा NP3 भनेको छ भने NP3 राख्नु पर्यो NP2 भनेको छ भने NP2 राख्नु पर्यो केही भनेको छैन भने आफूले एउटा राख्नु पर्यो एनालाइसिस अफ रेट्स फर लेइङ सप्लाइङ लेइङ एन्ड जोइनिङ अफ RCC ह्युम पाइप ह्युम पाइप NP2 of diameter 30 centimeter with 1:2 cement sand mortar using jute including lead of 100 meter per 10 meter भनेर लेख्नु पर्यो है त्यो भनेपछि अब 30 सेन्टिमिटर डायमिटर को पाइप भनेपछि कसलाई हेर्नु पर्छ 3 नम्बरलाई हेर्नु पर्यो 30 सेन्टिमिटर भनेपछि 3 नम्बरलाई हेर्नु पर्यो अनि त्यहाँ लेख्नु पर्यो मटेरियलमा 30 सेन्टिमिटर डायमिटर NP3 RCC पाइप ह्युम पाइप भनेर लेख्नु पर्यो कति मिटर भने 10 मिटर भनेर लेख्नु पर्यो है यसको मूल्य कति भन्यो भने 1330 रुपैयाँ पर मिटर भनेर लेख्नु पर्यो 1 मिटरको 1330 रुपैयाँ NP2 भने 1330 NP3 हो भने लगभग यसैको डबल जस्तो पर्न जान्छ 2500 2600 जस्तो पर्छ है त्यो NP3 को चाहिँ अलिक महँगो हुन्छ त्यो कुरा बुझ अनि सिमेन्ट 25.9 केजी कति चाहियो 30 सेन्टिमिटर डायमिटर को चाहिँ नि पाइप जोड्नको लागि एउटा पाइपको चाहिँ नि लम्बाइ 2.5 मिटर हुन्छ यो पाइपको RCC कंक्रीट पाइपको लम्बाइ कति हुन्छ 2.5 मिटर हुन्छ चारवटा पाइप जोड्दाखेरि तीन ठाउँमा जोड्नु पर्यो हैन तीन ठाउँमा जोड्दाखेरि त सिमेन्ट बढी लाग्छ त्यो भएर 25.9 केजी लाग्यो है अब त स्यान्ड कति लाग्यो 0.041 क्युबिक मिटर अब सिमेन्टको मूल्य थाहा छ स्यान्डको मूल्य थाहा छ एक बोरा सिमेन्टको मूल्य 700 रुपैयाँ पर बोरा भयो भने 50 केजी को 700 भने 1 केजी को कति मूल्य भन्दा निस्किन्छ है पर केजी को मूल्य राख सिमेन्टको मूल्य अब 700 डिवाइडेड बाइ 50 भयो भने 35 रुपैयाँ चाहिँ कति पर्छ कति पर्यो केजी को 700 डिवाइडेड बाइ 50 कति रुपैयाँ किलो पर्यो 12 13 14 15 कति पर्यो 15 5 75 15 रुपैयाँ केजी जस्तो पर्न आयो 750 पर ब्याग भयो भने 15 5 75 हैन त 15 रुपैयाँ पर केजी
14 रुपैयाँ पर्यो ठ्याक्कै सर
कति
14 पर्यो
14 पर्यो 14 इन्टु 15 राखे पनि के फरक पर्दैन 15 इन्टु 25.9 गरेर सिमेन्टको मूल्य आयो अब स्यान्ड 0.041 क्युबिक मिटर भन्यो 3000 पर क्युबिक मिटर हो त्यो राखे त्यसको आइहाल्यो जुट 1.13 केजी हो इन्टु जुटको मूल्य 120 रुपैयाँ अथवा केजी राखा जुटको मूल्य त्यसको आइहाल्यो है बिटुमिन लमसम हो त्यो जुटलाई चाहिँ के गरिन्छ त भन्दाखेरि बिटुमिनमा जुट चोबिन्छ बिटुमिनको झोलमा ल त्यो जुटलाई चाहिँ बिटुमिनले कोट गर्छ त्यो कोट गरेको चाहिँ नि बिटुमिन चाहिँ नि RCC पाइपको कोलारमा लगेर चाहिँ के गरिन्छ अड्काइन्छ त्यो भित्र चाहिँ दुईटा पाइपहरु जोडिन्छ र बाहिरबाट सिमेन्ट प्लास्टरले के गरिन्छ त्यसलाई जोड्ने काम गरिन्छ है बाहिरबाट सिमेन्ट प्लास्टरले चाहिँ के गरिन्छ जोड्ने काम गरिन्छ त्यसको लागि सिमेन्ट स्यान्ड चाहियो बिटुमिन चाहियो र जुट चाहियो बिटुमिन जेनरली लमसममा लिइन्छ है अनि जुट अब कति लाग्छ जुटलाई चाहिँ भिजाउनलाई कति बिटुमिन लाग्छ त्यसको आधारमा चाहिँ नि जुटको चाहिँ नि सर्टेन चाहिँ पर्सेन्ट चाहिँ 10-20% कस्ट चाहिँ हामी बिटुमिनलाई राख्न सक्छौं कुरा बुझ्यो यहाँ हेलो है त्यसपछि लेबरमा जाने हो भने स्किल म्यान पावर चाहिँ नि 1.875 नम्बर अनस्किल म्यान पावर चाहिँ 6.875 नम्बर 30 सेन्टिमिटरलाई हेर्यो भने है त्यो चाहिँ लेबर्समा भयो टुल्स र प्लान्ट्समा चाहिँ हामीलाई चाहिँ के चाहिन्छ त भन्दाखेरि रोप्सहरु चाहिन्छ बेलिजहरु चाहिन्छ पोस्टहरु चाहिन्छ पुल्लीहरु चाहिन्छ बीमहरु चाहिन्छ त्यो कंक्रिट पाइप त उचाल्न सकिदैन त्यसलाई चाहिँ पुल्ली घेर्नीहरु रोपहरु हैन अब चाहिँ ज्याकहरु यस्तो चाहिन्छ त्यसको लागि कति लिन्छ त भन्दाखेरि 3% अफ द लेबर कस्ट लिने टुल्स एन्ड प्लान्ट्समा चाहिँ एड 3% अफ लेबर कस्ट फर bellies, crowbars, chains, pulleys, and other tools and plants for lifting and placing of the concrete pipe, which is very heavy in comparison to the PVC pipe or in comparison to the GI pipe. It is very heavy, so we need the tools and plant. For tools and plant, 3% of labor cost is provided. Okay. Now, after knowing the material cost, material, labor, and the tools and plants, you can add all these costs and subtotal is obtained. Provide 15% contractor profit overhead. Again, add, provide 13% contractor tax or VAT. In the similar way, you can make the rate analysis for each centimeter diameter of the RCC pipe. I have provided the rate of the RCC pipe as 600 per meter for 15 centimeter diameter for NP2. Similarly, 1300 per meter for NP3 of same diameter. Similarly, 800 per meter for the 20 centimeter diameter him pipe and 1700 per meter for the NP3. 1300 per meter for the NP2 him pipe and 3100 per meter for the NP3. This is more than double. And for 50 centimeter diameter, 2200 for NP2 and 5000 per NP3. Okay, I have given the rate of the material of the him pipe here in the remarks column. Other rate of for the jute, cement can be taken by yourself. Jute can be taken as 120 per kg. Bitumen can be taken as 10% of the jute. Okay, jute price. Lump sum, provide the 10% of the jute price. Okay, and then you can find all the cement 14 per kg or 15 per kg. If you provide the one bag of cement as 700 per kg bag, then at that time the per kg rate will be 14. If you provide 750 per bag, then the rate will be 15 rupees per kg. Okay. Now sand as 3000 cubic meter. All these data are given here for the